Final Fantasy III has held a special place in my heart since I was old enough to play video games. Aside from Pokemon, Final Fantasy III was my first taste of any JRPG, and looking back on my first playthrough, it's rather funny with the knowledge I've gained since being obsessed with the game. There are far too many tiny nuances to every single facet of the game, but trust me when I say it's rather complex. Today I'm going to play through Final Fantasy III with a randomized set of jobs that I've generated here. Roll the tape! Okay, so this is me rolling the jobs with my live reactions. I have not pre-recorded this in any way. Let's see, something that can heal. I just want a healer for... Okay, oh, no. Okay, Geomancer. That's alright, okay. Just give me like a white mage. Or a devout. Or a Viking.
Hey everybody, it's Leif Erikson Day! Hinga-dinga-durgan!
I was kind of hoping that'd be a Dark Knight. Vikings are shocking for damage output. I might be cooked. Oh, white mage. Okay, you know, it's not a devout, but I'll take it. Just give me like a really high, give me like a ninja, or like a dragoon, or a knight, or a warrior. Just something to do some really good damage output. We round it out, please. Okay, a black mage, I guess? Oh. Okay. So, about our classes, we start with a Geomancer. Geomancers are casters, and they use their surroundings to do any magic for them. They rely mainly on their ability Terrain, which summons a semi-random magical ability based on their area. For example, if you're in a fiery cave, there's a higher chance of casting Magma, which is a fire spell. This sounds really good, until you realise most enemies in a fiery area tend to be resistant to the element of magic that you're casting. High damage potential, but little control on what you cast. Vikings are tanks. They have incredible strength and vitality, making them pretty hard to kill, and they hit pretty hard too. They do struggle with their agility, which only allows them to hit half as often or half as frequently as other melee classes, which does hold them back a little bit. Their main goal is to offer support using their provoke ability. This goes any single target attacks to hit the Viking instead of the party, and it also lowers the target's physical defense, which is perfect for my all-caster party. Overall, they're huge tanks, but they don't have as much damage output as you may think. Next up we have white mages, which are the real support. With access to healing magic from the start, they're there to keep the party alive. They have low strength and vitality, which makes them incredibly frail. However, they are incredibly vital to keep alive. At later levels, they gain access to more supportive magic like Haste, which increases attack speed of an ally, or Protect, which reduces any damage taken. Every team needs a white mage, as long as you keep them alive. Black mages are the opposite to white mages in terms of magic users. They have little access to supportive magic and tend to go for an all-out offense. Black mages are incredible at using targets' elemental weaknesses to deal massive damage. For example, if you run into a water-based enemy, using a lightning spell will double the damage. This damage does peter off towards the end of the game, however. They aren't exactly endgame classes. I think what I want to do with this run is have the Viking constantly provoke to minimise any physical damage coming towards my casters, and then just hope they do enough damage to clear up the rest of the fight. So we start off with our main man Luneth, or he shall now be known as G-Mank. We fall in a hole and are accosted by goblins, and G-Mank takes them out with somewhat ease. Before we fight the boss, I like to grind to level 2, just so we're on par with our new party members in a bit. So, as I make my way into the turtle room, I'm level 2, ready to cook myself some turtle soup. How delicious. This fight is basically just a glorified A button simulator. It is a tutorial fight, but I challenge that notion. I use an item, I press down and A.
Wow!
How exotic. Anyway, we finish up the fight quite quickly.
Wow!
And it manages to drop us a Bacchus cider, which is a rare drop for the turtle. So that's going to be useful with my incredible melee that I have on my team. Anyway, the crystal starts talking some nonsense about how I'm like the chosen one. Didn't really listen, unlike G-Mank. I've played this game too many times. The crystal drops us off outside the cave where we just were, ready to start our adventure.